Somehow, I find myself back here. Don't know how, but here I am. Already off to a good start. I have no idea what class to play. So, we're up. Hey, what's going on? I'm Just Soul. Today's video, can't even get the intro right. We're just gonna be doing whatever, actually. Like, we're just playing Destiny. Like, I haven't played Destiny since Marathon came out. And so, I've just been having that, like, it's always in the back of my mind. It's just, like, Destiny's always there. Yeah, so Marathon came out. It's not like I was expecting it to just be the greatest game ever made and just be like to fulfill all my desires. And it's fun. Like I do like Marathon, but the problem is it's so like team oriented and I have no friends, and so it makes it really difficult to like play the game all the time. Which obviously skill issue, make friends, I get that. But that's a super hard skill that I don't have. And so that's why I'm solo queuing Ketchcrash in the Big 26 on Destiny 17. And so, but it's a good game. Like, I enjoy it. I know, like, Ranked has, like, a cheater problem, which, I mean, name a game that doesn't have a cheater problem in Ranked. Not that that's, like, you know, that gives them, like, an excuse to not have a cheater problem. They should work on that, obviously. But, like, I want the game to succeed, of course. Because I know if it doesn't, it's not like they're going to be like, oh, Marathon failed. Guess we'll go back to Destiny. No, that means you're just going to, like, take more resources from Destiny. And so, which it already has none. They have, like, 5 people and then, like, a hamster that they took from Petco working on this game. Absolutely nothing going on. I know Iron Banner happened at some point recently. And I know that was just a nightmare, probably. Did I go the wrong direction? Supposed to go? I think we're waiting for someone to load in. I know that was kind of like a nightmare. Glad I didn't come back for that. I think something about like the armor transmog wasn't working for like counting as like a bonus. And then rather like the weapon wasn't dropping, or it was dropping with a really low chance or something like that. I mean, it's just a 720 Void Auto, the same as the other 17 that we have. Except for this time, it's tiered. But it is what it is. I think, like, the real problem that I have with that is, like, okay, I love DMG. I respect him. Why did I die? I respect him for putting, like, his face in the front of everyone. He kind of, like, shields all the other people, because he just gets all the hate. Because he's, like, the only one that we kind of, like, really know, like, the name of and, like, really, like, talks because he's the community manager or whatever. Great guy. But so we got Finite Impactor coming back. Riveting, dude. Everyone's favorite 450 Suros hand cannon that no one ever uses. Like, it's just like, I don't get how this happens. Because it's like, when has anyone ever asked? Like, we didn't ask for Finite Impact to come back in the first place. Am I missing? I am. I just suck at the game. Got it. And so, when we're getting Finite Impactor back, and then people are obviously pissed. And you just go, why? Why mad? Why mad? Because we didn't want it to come back in the first place. And then you brought it back, and then you brought it back again. Like, what did you think was going to happen? And so, then it goes, Primals or Steady Hand. Obviously, Steady Hand. Why? Because we haven't had it since, I really want to say, Season of the Hunt. I think Season of the Hunt was the last time we had it. Which was, like, 4 years ago or something. Also, Criminals sucks. It's ugly. It's slow. It has no magazine capacity whatsoever. It's kind of like, imagine if Steady Hand was just bad. And I know that it's good now because 120s are broken and it has incredible perks. But, like, imagine if Steady Hand had those perks. It'd just be Criminals, but better in every way. And so that's really why we want Steady Hand. And so also I don't want another Criminals because we already have a Criminals. And so it'd be cool. Like, it's just kind of like I wish that your eyes and ears were just open. And I think a lot of people think that. And I think that's one of the main... Obviously, there's a lot of reasons why people aren't playing this game anymore. But also just, like, the neglect factor is so unreal. Which is a real shame. Especially when you look at how Marathon is and how they're just getting so much love and attention, which is to be expected. Like, I'm not, like, of course, they're not going to drop a game and then just ignore it, right? Obviously. But it just sucks as a Destiny player that that's how things are. It would be, like, we got that thing in June. Like, what Shadow and Order is going to be now, or whatever. And it might be cool, but, like, in all honesty, there's nothing they can do to Destiny to fix it. And so it's more of, like, what they can say. What are we waiting for? Oh, saying on something? Okay. It's not about what they can do, it's what they can say from it. Because if they go, hey guys, Destiny 2, here is, like, our final expansion. This is where we're stopping. And then, we're gonna keep working on Marathon, and we're gonna work on a Destiny 3 that, like, 27, maybe even 28. And it's gonna be everything you guys have ever wanted. Because I promise you, what we're getting in June will not be enough. Because it's like a bunch of shit that already should have been there. You know what I mean? Like, it's like raids that are actually worth playing. Where has that been? I don't even know what else we're getting. We're getting something about enhanceable, like, tiers. Which, like, the enhanceable tiers thing is, like, the whole reason we got enhanced weapons in the first place. Because they were just worse than crafted weapons, and so what was even the point of running them? And so we got enhanced weapons. And so this is the same way. Like, I get a god roll of, like, a tier 4 or a tier 3. But it just means nothing, because it's not a tier 5. It doesn't get the damage bonus that a tier 5 does. It doesn't get all the enhanced perks, but it's still a god roll. But so, like, what's the point? Because that's the same thing, like, when Akila's SMG came back. I got a perfect roll to drop while I was grinding for Red Borders. I believe it was, like, I think it's, like, Feeding Frenzy or Threat Detector with Volt Shot. I got that roll. And so, like, did I use it? Absolutely. But I knew it was nothing. It meant nothing. And that the moment I would get a crafted version, I would just drop it. And so that's kind of where, like, the lower tier weapons are kind of at right now. And so that's just, like, stuff that just should have been in base, because we've already had this issue before. And so you really should have saw it coming, kind of, like, moment. I also know that we're getting Pantheon 2, which is obviously cool. Like, I'm not even, like, I know that kind of sounds like a joke. I am excited for Pantheon 2. Just because of the experience of the first one. I'd love to run it back, you know? Running it back would be cool. Hopefully, the people I did it with the first time will still be playing the game. But it'll be interesting to see what it'll be. I know there's a bunch of leaks about... Ooh, yikes. Leaks about it being, like, old raids, like encounters from old raids. Which would be nice. Especially, like, bosses from old raids, like from Scourge, or if we got to fight Callus again. Goron, sure, for all the 10 people that did Crown of Sorrow, that really loved fighting Goron. You know, for those guys. But it's kind of just, it would be cool, you know, especially if this was, I really want to see another kind of, my inventory is full. How'd this even happen? Hold on. Alexa, get these out of my inventory. Get rid of that, get rid of this, get rid of that. Okay, I should be able to pick up stuff now. God roll, God roll, God roll. Ooh, 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 ooh. I mean, kind of, not really. Banger? Does this get opening shot? It does. I already have a god roll of this. I don't even know why I'm farming this. Also dropped 400 based. Also got this sidearm. It dropped 400. Will it take me into another one? Okay, well, sweet, awesome. Okay. Don't even remember what I was talking about. Always a good start. Oh, yeah, Pantheon. It would be cool if it was kind of like a Moments of Triumph thing during Season Rivals. First of all, Season Rivals Glazer. Let me just put that. That's my title. That's my job. 9 to 5. I get paid to do it. I will glaze Season of Rivals for the rest of my life. I think it's the best season Destiny's ever had. And one of the big contributing factors was the infinite, like, raids you could do because they were going away. And so it'd be cool if we kind of did that for Destiny. Where it was, where this is kind of like the final send-off. So it'd be kind of like an Into the Light kind of thing, where it's a whole, like, event and whatever. And then, you can just do whatever you want. Like, we reprise the raids, they all have new perks, and then, like, they get rid of all of the, like, the limitings and whatever. Just play the game, you know? We're removing everything. Just have fun. Like, that's the point now. Destiny 3 is coming. Just have fun with Destiny 2 until 3 comes out. That's what would be cool. You know what I mean? And it would be cool if we got stuff like cosmetics, even if they were like paid cosmetics from D1, that'd be kind of cool. But just more nostalgia bait. That's really what it is. But like realistically, what June needs to bring is multiplayer content. That's what it is. It needs content that is multiplayer focused. It needs to be content that I see it and I go, man, this looks really fun. I got to get my friends on to play this. And then I got to like beg and plead on my knees, guys, please reinstall Destiny just for this week, you know? Because that's when Destiny was its best. When I was begging people to play with me. Because there was so much to do and I wanted to do everything. And so that's where they need to be at. I don't want any solo content. I think solo content would be bad. Solo bull, sure. You know, match-made activities. Or even just like solo. I mean, like the dungeons. Not that we're getting the dungeons back, just the raids, and probably not even all of them. But like the like dungeons, if you like solo them or whatever. Not the stupid dungeon portal shit that we have. But like real dungeons. That would be pretty cool, especially like the super old ones, like Shattered and Duality. What is the other one? The one on the moon, Shattered Pit. Yeah, Shattered Pit. That sounds right. That'd be cool. Just kind of like little things, you know what I mean? It's like just like stuff and whatnot. Just like give me something to do, but give me something to do where I can tell someone else to get on so they can play. Kind of like stuff, you know what I mean? But that's like it. Like we have gone so far up the path of difficulty where at this point, dude, you just need to make the game fun. Because right now, it's not difficult and it's not fun, which is bad. Which was kind of the point of Pantheon, where it was both. Where it was incredibly challenging, but that's what made it a blast. Kind of like, it's like Day Ones as well. Day Ones are another one that are kind of like that. And so that's where Destiny needs to be at with this next part. It just needs to be fun. Because that's really what made Into Light so good and special, was that it was super fun, so that casuals can enjoy it. And it's also super difficult with Pantheon. And it would be good to have something like that again. For old time's sake, you know what I mean? I know they're really onto this like radio silent thing. Which interesting marketing strategy, I guess. Hey guys, something big's happening. Hee hee. And that's it. Like that's all they say. Like I'm starting to like can I get, you know, you don't have to tell me what's coming out, but like you can, you know, point me in the right direction. Because that'd be nice. Because at this point, I'm thinking that we're not getting anything, and they're just lying. Because that's kind of what they do best, is lying. But... Oh, is that an exotic? For me? Oh my goodness. I love exotic engram moment. Yeah, there's my Yap Fest by Destiny. I want to love the game. There's no, like, that's like the problem. Is, like, I'm about to yap about Destiny more. That's right after I said I'm done. I love this game, and I want to play this game so bad. You don't understand. But, like, do what? That's what sucks. And so even if I play these other games, like, that's the thing about Marathon. I like Marathon a lot, but dude, I just want to play Destiny so bad. So that's what I'm doing. I was just like, you know what? I have free will. I'm just gonna get on the game and just kind of like play it because I need that feeling again. Because I'm cooked. I'll be honest. I'm cooked. I play a lot of like. I like to play this game in the competitive sense. I like ranked a lot when there aren't cheaters and weave walking and blades. All the, you know, dumb shit that's in the game right now. But, like, obviously the game's terrible and there's probably 7 people playing ranked, so what's even the point? And so I was like, dude, I need that itch, bro. And so what is every good computer player go to when they want a game that's competitive? Siege and League of Legends. I'm cooked. Now, thankfully, I haven't actually played Siege yet because my friend protected me from it. But I have been playing League, and it's like the game is in. There's so much to the game, which is what I really like. I like learning stuff, and so that's kind of what I'm enjoying right now is just learning, because there's a lot to learn. Because it's a like I've never been big into MOBAs before, and so this is a completely new experience for me. So there's a lot to learn, which is cool. I like learning things. And then that knowledge is what gives that knowledge and like the experience that comes with that knowledge, and that like that's what puts me at an advantage over other people is what I really like. 'Cause that's what I really liked about ranked before it's where we're at now, or comp in Destiny, where like it actually kind of mattered that I knew that I knew maps and I knew what guns were good, or that like I knew random weird facts about like abilities and stuff like that, or interactions, because I watched too much Candy Cakes. And so, but that's all like gone now because it means nothing, because you could just weave walk around with a glaive, or anything else. I think honestly I can't even remember what is like super broken right now. I think I trauma blocked it, that's why, because it just took me, I was just so mentally just scarred from it that I locked it into the back of my brain. And so I'd really like another competitive where like that mattered. And so, but man, dude, I suck at League. As someone who has only ever played shooters their entire life, playing a game that has nothing to do with shooting is, it's starting to show that I have a lack of expertise in other fields. Doesn't mean it's not fun. It's really, like, what's fun is that each match, I see my performance, like, go. Like, I see that I actually am getting better, and I'm actually learning, and that's cool. I know that it's, like, super bad and super terrible way up at the top end, but I also know I'll probably never even get up there, and so I'm just gonna enjoy the mid-tier, like, the low to mid-tier climb while I'm there. And then hopefully, by the time that I actually start getting to that point, Destiny will be playable. Fingers crossed. And so then I can just not play League anymore. But yeah, it's just, it sucks. It really sucks to be a shooter fan right now. Because we got nothing. Like, what am I gonna go play? Battlefield? I'm gonna go hop on the finals real quick. Anyone want to play Black Ops 7? Like, dude, yikes. Like, how about no? How about none of that? Like, I'm gonna go. I was nowhere near that. Like, dude, I'm gonna go hop on Animal Crossing. Because that's more fun than the dog shit I'm playing right now. And so, though I have been looking at Pragmata. When they showed it off at, I think it was the Game Awards or Gamescom last year, I was already kind of interested in it. but apparently it's got really good ratings. And so that's where I'm at right now. Is I want to play single player story games instead of a multiplayer shooter game, because our multiplayer shooter games just suck. Like, dude, I've been playing Fortnite. Like, what am I, 9? It's bad. But there's just like nothing else. Which Fortnite, that game makes me want to just blow my brains out in game. Because God, do I hate third-person shooters? They're so stupid. And so I just kind of like, and I haven't played like a single-player story game since Nier Replicants got remastered, which loved that game, by the way. I love both the Nier games. Like Nier Automata is like probably one of my favorite games ever. And so it's not that I haven't played a single player. Like, I played Lego Indiana Jones on the Wii. You know, that counts. Go blow off on me. Alright. And so, like, I've played single-player story games before. And they're cool. I like them. They always get Game of the Year, kinda. I mean, Elden Ring's not really a story game. I don't think. But, and so, I might play Pragmata. I mean, like, what more could you ask? It's kind of like the peak game, you know? It seems really cool. It has really good ratings. And so that's kind of like, I honestly, it got so much, it got like so much attention. And so, I kind of just expected its ratings to be poor. Come here, buddy. Is this how this works? Oh, it is. I kind of went like not knowing anything, but it's got like a 97 on Steam. It's just really high. And so that's what really made me look at it, because I was already kind of looking its way, and then people love it, and so it's like, well, I mean, I'm people, I like things people like, and so maybe it's P. I don't even know why I'm looking at these rolls. It doesn't even matter. I already have the perfect 5 of 5. None of this shit matters, dude. Yeah, I haven't recorded in forever, and I haven't played Destiny in forever, and so I was like, you know, I'll just do that. Like, it's not that big of a deal. I'm just gonna talk about Destiny. It's just not that deep. I'm just kind of chilling. So, like, and I'd love to hear your guys' opinions too about kind of where the game's at, or like why you stopped playing, or why you're still playing. I'm actually more interested in why you're still playing. But that's all I really got. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and comment. I'm just Soul, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.